So I just want to address a couple principles and then we'll start moving around. Change your breathing. Relaxing the neck so that the energy and the blood of what you're generating can fully nourish your brain. Stretching out the lungs stretching out the ribs so that the lungs can open and you can get like the smog and the crap that's accumulated in the lungs out, so you start cleaning your lungs and your blood system right away. Releasing some of the tension that we accumulate in the upper back and neck. These are some of the things I want to show you. Going into strengthening the core, especially around the abdominals, because we're quite weak there, and then it reads as low back pain, and when we're weak in this area, our digestion is weak, therefore we don't pull the nutrients we need. Perfect. Shall we go with that?
Let's do it. Thank you.
Let's start out with seated side bend. So just stay cross-legged, and those of you that are watching, do this with us so that you can actually benefit it and feel the benefit of it instead of just having it be a cerebral activity. So you too, take your left arm straight out from your hip and be on your fingertips. It's about 1.5 feet out. And then inhale, bring your right arm up. Exhale, reach into a side bend and put this bottom hand down and relax the left ear toward left shoulder. So instead of looking up at the ceiling, this is different in Forrest Yoga, it's feeling for that place of release. Let me just move your head, cat. Let go. Yeah, like that. Now, here's some of the basics that we'll get into. Opening up the lungs so that you can change your energy immediately. Let go. Inhale, expand your ribs as wide as they'll go, right up into the lymph glands in the armpits. And exhale, use the belly muscles, pull in, and wrap the shoulder blade towards the armpit so the neck and upper trapezius lengthen. And even a little bit more, let the neck come down that way. Christy, pull this bottom shoulder down. Now get your breath loud with Ujjayi, deep whisper breath. Stage 2, you stay in this side bend and move the right arm to the right till the fingertips are 12 inches from the floor. So bring it this way. No, you stay in the side bend. Let me just move you that way, right about there. Release your neck more. So this one gets really specifically into the neck, which helps release the stress and also gives you better brain function and a better listening ability. To focus on taking long breaths and letting go of the tight stuff in the neck with each exhale. Right about here, Christy, and then feel for letting go of this section where so many of us get tight, right in this upper trapezius. All right, now keep the head relaxed to your left. Use your right arm. Inhale, pull the torso upright. Put the left hand on the side of your head. So bring your torso here first, but leave the head over. And then this is retraining your neck. And inhale and pick your head up. Now bring your right hand straight out to the side, about 1.5 feet from your hip, on your fingertips. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, lean into the side bend, put the bottom hand down flat. And so instead of looking up at the ceiling, because my dear, what's happening and where the excitement is inside. Look inside and relax your neck. All the way, right in here. Yeah, see, this neck is very busy. She thinks she has to hold you up, but she actually doesn't. So now focus on the breath and get the ribs spreading out. So huge inhale, spread the intercostal muscles. And exhale, wrap the shoulder blade towards the armpit, that way, and that starts to release some of this here. Good line of energy through the arm. And Christy, always assisting your back, which is healing so beautifully, lift out of the lower back. Now stage 2, stretch the left arm to the left, fingertips, just making sure you're not going to contact her head, 1 foot from the floor. Relax your jaw. So learning to relax the neck is an incredible skill that serves every human being. So that tight stuff right in here. So your breath starts to rinse out this tight stress place. That's it. All right, keeping the head relaxed to the right, Use the left arm, inhale, pull your torso on up. Yeah, you got it this time. And then put the right hand on the side of your head. Now just pause for a moment, actually cradling your brain, because we so seldom do that. And then inhaling, bring the head up. This is also part of reworking your relationship with your brain so it's not the enemy. Okay, now let go. And let's come into elbow to knee. Turn on your mats. Yeah, so your feet are facing towards me, like that. Okay, elbow to knee is one of those really great abdominals that pretty much anybody can do unless if you're pregnant, which neither one of you are today, right? Okay, so pregnant people, you don't do elbow to knee. Everybody else that has abdominals, definitely do this. Clasp your hands behind the head. This is one of those break up the shit shellac kind of poses. Pick your feet up off the floor and then active feet, toes spread. Yeah, Christy, bend the knees a little more. Inhale, curl the head and shoulders up, supporting the neck. Now hold the breath, use your low abs, curl your tailbone up. Yeah. Exhale, reach both elbows towards your left leg and straighten the right leg so the heel is about 3 feet off the floor, like that. Have the knee right over pelvis and then pull low belly down. That's good access there. Inhale, bend both knees. Hold the breath, reach through your inner ankles, Christy. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, reach both elbows towards your right. Straighten the left leg. That's it. And then pull low belly down. Cat, bring your hands down about 1 inch on your neck so you're not pulling so hard on your neck. Bring it a little more towards your neck, your hands. This way, look at me, from here to here. Okay. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center so the neck's getting a really easy stretch, not being pulled on hard. Hold the breath, press your low back down, curl your tailbone up. Exhale, reach both elbows toward left knee, straighten your right leg, and pull low belly down. And when you do this carefully and slowly, then it starts to warm you up and get into strengthening your abs. And it gets into that burn, yeah? You getting there yet? Inhale, bend both knees, relax the jaw, hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, reach both elbows toward right knee, straighten the left leg. Good line of energy. And pull the low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees. And exhale, set your head down and your feet down. Now take a breath and feel how much energy and warmth you have going in your abs right now, just from a few of those. Yeah? And that helps you get really centered very quickly, especially if you're caught up in some deep thinking thing, like you're caught up with your emails. Do a few rounds of elbow to knee, gets you in. Roll over onto your right side. Relax the head. And this is a super simple thing, but it's also a part of retraining your whole neck and nervous system. Keep the neck completely relaxed and press up into a sitting position using your arms, not using your neck to come up. I know the neck, she thinks she has to do everything, doesn't she? Leave your head relaxing to the side. So relax the head to this side. And then use the hand on the side of the face. Inhale, cradling the head up. Yes, and that's retraining. Come onto your knees and your forearms for dolphin pose. And Christy, you work with the forearms parallel. And the beginning way of doing this is working with the hands clasped. So would you demo it that way? Yeah. It's also good for shoulder injured people. Relax the head and neck down. All the way down. Yes. Now inhale, broaden the upper back. Now stay here for a moment. Exhale, wrap the shoulder blades so the chest muscles flex, then straighten the legs, come into dolphin. Relax the neck. Inhale, push down through the forearms and lift the rib cage up away from the shoulders. Let go of the neck. There you go. And then exhale, reach through the legs so the Achilles tendons and hamstrings start to open up. Now, if you're feeling strong in this pose, let's add the next step. It's an up level. Inhale, bring your right leg up. And Christy, you bring your right leg down. Let's see, let me do it from here. And on your exhale, come on up into forearm balance. So this is where you can go as a more advanced student, which is very exciting. Up. And Christy, feet active, and tuck the buttock muscles and tailbone up. And this hanging around upside down gives you a wonderful brainwash, tremendous strength in the upper body, and reverses the flow of gravity, so it's like a rejuvenating pose. Okay, Christy, step down with this leg. And come down into embryo. Now you bring up this leg. Reach down through the heel. There you go. That's good. And then press the ball of the foot against my hand. Reach out to your strong leg. Reach. So you take some of the weight off your shoulders. That's good. And exhale, bring the leg down. And down into embryo. Now inhale and sit up, and then come up for shoulder shrugs in horse stance. So stand up, and let's face this way. Separate your feet about 3.5 feet apart. And then bend your knees so that your sit bones are almost even with the knees. If you're knee injured, do either of you have knee injuries? A little bit? Well, if you need to come a little higher so that the knee is being strengthened but not stressing, then do that. So you have to feel that yourself. If your knee starts complaining, do not ignore it. You need to pay attention to it and make it a little easier. So shoulder shrugs are one of those poses that takes the stress out of the neck and the upper back and gets rid of some of the knots and tension here. Can I have you move over a little bit that way, just so you're not lined up directly with her? There. Okay. Now, keeping the back of the skull lined up right over the tailbone. A little bit of a tuck down in the tailbone so the butt muscles and the belly muscles help hold you there and they get stronger. Now inhale, spread your upper back. So you're washing your breath through those tight spots in the upper back. Hold the breath, bring the shoulders straight up by your ears. Keep holding the breath, squeeze the shoulders straight back, squeeze right here, squeeze like that. And then exhale, use upper back muscles, squeeze together and drag down. This massages out the knots and stuff we get in the upper back and gets it stronger. Inhale, spread your upper back, that's good, but without pulling the shoulders forward. Now exhale, squeeze the mid part of the shoulder blades together and drag it down. Good with the neck, Christy. Inhale, spread the upper back. Neck needs to be relaxed here. And exhale, use the bottom tips of the shoulder blades, bend the arms a little bit, and squeeze the elbows and bottom tips of shoulder blades toward each other. Right through here. So this area, which is kind of sleepy, wakes up. And then let it go. Let's do one more round. Inhale, spread your upper back. So you're stretching these bones and muscles. Push against my hand a little bit with your inhale. Push against me this way. So you're leaning forward, lean back a little. There. Now, take another inhale. Christy, take another breath. Hold the breath. Bring shoulders straight up this way. Straight back, arms relaxed, so the upper back muscles learn to get strong. And exhale, drag the shoulder blades together. Keep them squeezing. Squeeze here, squeeze like that, and drag them down. Now inhale, spread upper back. That's good. Exhale, squeeze mid-shoulder blades together. Just feeling how this is starting to loosen up and wake up your upper back and drag it down. So especially for those of you that sit at a computer, you really need this. Inhale, spread upper back. Get very broad. That's much better. You're getting your breath in here up. Now exhale, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades, bend the elbows, squeeze it back, drag down, and release. And inhale, spread the upper back. Okay? Now just feel, take a breath, feel how that changes, how you feel in the upper back. Your whole posture changes. The pressure on your brain decreases. All right, inhale, straighten the legs. And bring your feet to parallel and turn this way. And step your feet together. And come into a standing forward bend. And if your hamstrings are feeling tight or stinging today, bend the knees a little bit, and that eases the hamstrings, and then squeeze the buttock muscles toward the tailbone. That protects them. Feet active, toes up. And that's partially will give you a really strong foundation to walk on, but it also teaches you how to walk with some consciousness through your life. So in this pose, you get a really great neck traction and releasing of the neck. You're getting that advantage of working with gravity to help pull the stagnant blood back into circulation, but it's also a restful pose as it rejuvenates you. Now, if you want to intensify this a little bit, you can grab your hair right at the top of your head. Grab your hair like right there, 2 big handfuls of hair, and then relax your elbows down and it tractions your neck out. Christy, you show the one with the hand clasp at the back of the neck. So if you don't like that hair grabbing, or if your hair is too short to grab, you have the hands at the bottom of the skull and the neck. The forearms grip the jaw, and then elbows ease down towards the floor, and that begins to make space to decompress through the whole spine as well as the neck. Keep feeling for letting go right at this spot, because that's a hot spot for you. That's a good one for you to work with right there. Let go. There you go. Do you feel how that just lengthened out some? That was good. Now let go of your hair. Stop pulling your hair. Bend your knees and sit down. Keep your neck relaxed the whole time. Come all the way down and sit down, and then pick your head up last. So even if you just have a few minutes before you have to go bolt out into your workday, if you do those few poses, that will set you up to have a much stronger, centered day. Can you feel the effects of that just from what we did?
Yeah, really, really can.
What do you feel?
I feel more open, I feel released in my back, and I feel more grounded.
And that was a very short time.
Really short time. It's magic.
Yeah, it is. Yoga magic, I love it. Thank you both.
Thank you.